So I've been still receiving maybe half a dozen questions a week asking for a follow-up. So I figured I'd make this video and provide a follow-up. So on to the follow-up. There really is no follow-up. Nothing really happened. So after the incident occurred, I filed a complaint against Todd Cardarelli, although I'm fairly certain one was never actually filed. And the reason I say that is because I called up his supervisor, which is his last name was Certeza, Certeza. His brother actually taught my motorcycle safety class. Fun fact. So I talked to Officer Certeza, or Sergeant Certeza, I'm not sure what he was, and I basically, gave him a complaint about what happened, how this is bullcrap, they're towing this trailer across the bridge, causing a backup, and then, he's going to pull me over for this, as you saw in the video. So this was all verbal. I asked if he needed to come up to the station and sign anything, and he said no. So that's the reason that I think it was never officially filed, was because every time I hear about someone filing a complaint against an officer, it's in writing and they have to sign it. So that's why I feel like it wasn't officially filed. And by the way, the said supervisor, we have some common acquaintances, and he was described to me as, quote, an old fuck waiting to retire. So anyway, when I went to court, I did get a lawyer, because from what I've seen, you should always get a lawyer, even if you know you're innocent, because a $400 lawyer is better than if you're found guilty for something you didn't do and your insurance is going to go up. Even $50 a month, there's $600 a year. So anyway, my lawyer pulls him to the side ahead of the proceedings, and he shows him the video, and he says to Officer Cardarelli, you said some untruthful things here. Do you still want to proceed? Do you still want to go to trial? And he said yes. So when it was finally our turn, so the judge put us at the end because we had a video. All the other cases were, just the police says this, the person says this. Most people pleaded guilty, and they just had an explanation or an excuse or whatever. So anyway, I was at the end. I pleaded not guilty. Officer Cardarelli, he gave his same BS reasoning as he told me here, but he did include the fact that all four tires on the trailer were dry rotted. They already had one blowout, which is why they sent Officer Cardarelli to the officer pulling the boat to help him change the tire. And the spare tire was also dry rotted, so that is why he followed him back to the station, which, by the way, their total travel distance for that day, towing that trailer with the four dry rotted tires, was about 55 miles. So just keep that in mind. You have these paid public servants towing a dangerously unsafe, heavy boat and trailer across a 300-foot tall bridge with four dry rotted tires. So anyway, Officer Cardarelli says his thing, and once he completes, all my lawyer said to me was something along the lines of, now you swear what's in this video is what happened this day, this isn't edited footage, yada, yada, yada. And I said yes. And so my lawyer had recorded, or he had the full unedited video without my smart aleck edits and comments in here. And he shows it to the judge. The judge is looking at it, and the judge is shaking his head no, and kind of like, what are we doing here, sort of thing. And he says, no, I don't think you were following too close. Not guilty, hits his gavel. And so I was found not guilty, and that's was really it. So in Maryland, you can look up anyone's criminal record. You can just do a Google search for Maryland case search, and up to maybe a month or two ago, anyone could have looked it up. I didn't want to put it out there because I don't want everyone seeing my address. But anyway, you can go to Maryland case search, do the Google for that, and you can look up Officer Cardarelli, and my case would have appeared there for this date at the bottom right corner, April 11th, 2019. But because I was found not guilty, it's not there anymore. It only stays up for maybe a year and a half or whatever. I don't know what the exact laws are, but I did have a ticket from 2003 that's finally just been expunged off of there. So just to give you an idea of how it works. So anyway, that's it. There's really no update. And that's it. So